into my vision, and then move into my thoughts, my words, my actions, and then create my stage and my world. And so this week, this is what we will explore more deeply. And really, the conversation that we just had was a beautiful display of honesty and truth, and then the love and courage that began to blossom with that honesty and truth and that authenticity. So thank you, Michael, and thank you, Brother Mirko. And so today, we're going to explore that love and courage. And I was just thinking this morning to remember, your first love, or when you really loved something or someone, and how much energy we gave to that person in our mind, in our life, how one may have doted, and how much time one would have spent in our thoughts thinking about that one, and valuing, appreciating, and really putting that one on a pedestal. And so if one has to just gently think about when you loved your first love, in this life, how really all consumed one was with that experience of love and how it made you feel. It's a very warm, enriching experience that makes everything easy, can make you tireless, no need for sleep, just the experience of fullness from within. And that is the power of love. Love can do wonders, and it's such an amazing energy. And everyone in the world is searching for that perfect love, because we have tasted it. We actually are it, but we've been searching for it in people, in things, and spent so much of our energy then getting disappointed, feeling rejected, abandoned, alone. And yet that energy is within. I am love. And imagine, I was just wondering if one could imagine how, if from childhood we developed and cultivated self-love. So imagine from a child, if you were encouraged to deeply love the self, like Michael was sharing in his story, if somebody had taught him at that tender age, how to deeply spend time, value, encourage, appreciate, have that confidence in this unique being that he was. And imagine what a world we would have if all children, if all human beings were socialized accordingly from childhood to really value and appreciate and love themselves. It would really be a world of such confidence, such individuals that walk around with so much focus and dignity. Everyone would be so content and peaceful and so powerful in what they have to offer uniquely in this big, wide world. And it would be a very beautiful experience of unity, harmony, peace, love, joy, everything we want. And so really, can I now, it's never too late, begin to cultivate that self-love? Many have been hearing about the many talks that are taking place nowadays with regard to self-compassion. And so in that, one often explores how we can be so kind and compassionate to everyone and everything, and yet the voice toward the self can be quite contradictory and quite contrary to the compassion we may often show externally. And so really, can I now begin to cultivate the self-love, teach myself, even if, I've lost decades of that time, can I now learn to fall in love with who I am, to fall in love with this unique, precious being that has so much to offer very uniquely to the world. And as I would support others, my children or colleagues or family, can I begin to engage in such a relationship with the self? Because the first relationship in life is my relationship with myself. And if I get that relationship right, then everything else naturally ripples into place. And so the importance of spending time to listen to see, to value, to appreciate, to encourage, and put this beautiful energy forward quietly in my inner world, and then accordingly will be my awareness, my attitude to myself, and my vision of myself, the words that I would speak inside would change, and then the words that I speak outside would become more powerful and compassionate. The thoughts and my actions filled with so much power because I have a beautiful relationship with the self. And so accordingly will be my experience of life and my world. And so today the focus is on self-love and courage. And just to guide you on a short reflection on this, I want to just take you into a short reflection on a relationship with my inner child. Because like for many, as life continued from childhood, we began with that absolute innocence and purity and just naturally being ourselves until society, humanity taught us that it's not okay to be such and such and so and so automatically then the fears and we started to close our world, and we started to suppress that inner child, and we did not then allow expression of that unique, beautiful being that we are. And so I want to just guide you in a little reflection to begin to listen and 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 see and appreciate and allow that child to blossom again in your life, so that I can be the same inside out. Because often with societal expectations, we've suppressed this inner child, and there's a feeling that I'm not truly expressing myself, and there's not that honesty and that truth and that natural expression of who I am, the love, and there's no courage to be who I am. And so let us in a few minutes just step within and explore and connect with that inner child. So I want you now just to sit comfortably and follow the words that I would speak. So as I sit here, I become totally relaxed. And I feel a wave of calm just spread from the top of my head, rippling into this body, relaxing the neck and shoulders. This energy of peace just flows down to the tips of my fingers, to the tips of my toes. And now in my mind, I visualize a screen. It's a beautiful, serene atmosphere that's projected on the screen. And I can see the colors the sounds, a beautiful space in nature. And in this space, I see a precious child, so free, so light, so loved, so lovable, so joyful. And I approach this child who welcomes me into this beautiful space of nature. And we have a seat in a bench in this garden. And I ask this child, "How old are you?" And a response is given. What is important to you? And once again, I feel what this child purely wants in life, what this child truly is in life. And as I look at this being, I see that this is my younger self. And I just ponder on the beauty, the naturalness, the power of this little being. This child knows what it is to live. And as we continue this conversation of friendship, as I sit here asking this child many questions, from my heart, I feel that since we are one, I want to be one with this child now. I want the energy of this child to blossom and to flourish in my life from this moment on. And this child is so pleased. And in this moment, this child takes me by the hand, ready to accompany me on the rest of the journey of my life. And in my heart, I feel that no more will I ignore this precious, pure energy that I am. I will respect and value and listen and see and understand and allow the energy of this little precious being to flourish in my life. And hand in hand, we move ahead to explore life with a fresh energy. Om Shanti. And so today, if we can really begin to surrender to this innocent, pure, first love, and the love of just being me. At some point in our life, as we continued to grow up, we suppressed and forgot about this natural being. And this is why we struggle and suffer in life, because there's a suppressed energy that's not being expressed. And I am not whole. And that first relationship, the most important relationship with the self, has been ignored, rejected in the race to fit in and to make it physically in this very chaotic world that we live in. But can I quietly begin to reestablish that beautiful relationship so that I can be the same inside out? And this leads us beautifully to the aspect of courage, because it does take courage. It takes courage to engage in that relationship again and to cultivate that relationship and to be that in life. And so I want to read you something from Dadi Janki's book called Companion of God. And she says about courage, I need courage to remain true to myself in today's artificial world. This is not a small thing. However, the very purpose of a spiritual study is to restore courage, the courage to stand for what I believe in. My original true nature is of peace and divinity. To experience this is to be convinced of the absolute value of my intrinsic worth. I can face any opposition with the strength of my convictions. So I can face any opposition with the strength of my convictions. So how convicted are we, and how convinced are we of our beauty? And that takes that first relationship of love for the self. Many people have difficulty believing in their higher self. Others so simply no longer believe in the future. So quite a state of hopelessness. Self-realization removes doubts. My original nature is peace. I am not a slave to my personality traits. I am their creator. I am a spectator as well as actor in the drama of life. Whatever is happening is beneficial. As I incorporate these truths into my life, my courage will never fail me. So many powerful words in there. But, I'm not a slave even to the thoughts that come into my mind, into the personality that has been created since I chose to suppress and ignore that inner child. So I am their creator. So now with courage, let me recreate the self. Let me recreate the self with self-love. And then with that conviction, I have the strength to offer who I am to the world, uninfluenced by social norms, uninfluenced by the major trends in the world. But I am proud, in a pure way, pure pride, to be who I am, because I love this unique being. And when I can cultivate and focus on that first relationship, naturally I can appreciate and really value and love everything and everyone around me. And so the aspect of courage, so closely connected to love. It takes courage to love. I think we live in such a world that focuses so much on the hard tools, not the soft tools. And yet it is the soft tools like love and courage that matter most at the end of the day. Like Brother Michael was sharing, at the end of the day, when one has to leave this costume, finish off the part I have to play, what do I really leave with but my own relationship with myself, and whether I had the courage to live that and to share that with the world. And so it all begins with that first relationship. And so today we want to encourage you to really enjoy that first relationship, to watch that inner world and see, what am I thinking? And to allow those beautiful thoughts to surface and not to continue to suppress the inner child, but to begin to love and learn and understand and allow that child to play a part in my life. And I want to now guide you through a meditation, and then, or is there any questions that we can take before we end with a short meditation? Any questions from anyone this morning? So we know many have gone back to work, so we can listen, but we may not be able to respond. So let me guide you through a meditation now. So I sit comfortably and I relax. And I move from the physical, I drop deeper into the subtle, into the soul. And this beautiful light starts to shine in the center of my forehead. This unique, precious, courageous energy that I am. So softly glowing, tirelessly, patiently, waiting to be seen or heard. And yet, this is who I really am. I am this precious light. I am this powerful light. And so as often as I can, I will just switch on this beautiful light of love and peace. I allow this light to be love, to love my part, to love life, to love the opportunities that come into life, that implore me to be me more and more. In the drama of life, many things may happen, but as I hold onto this light powerfully, I have the courage to rise and shine, to shine powerfully with all that I am, all the love, the joy, the peace, the freedom, the power. I love myself. And I have the courage, the conviction to be this powerful light. The past is the past, and the present is an opportunity to create a love-filled future. A future where I am in absolute harmony, inside out, because I value and I love this precious little light. Om Shanti. And for today, we want you to hold the awareness. I'll project that for you now. So for today, we want you to hold the awareness that today I will experience that I have the courage to love myself and love all just because I am love. So today I will experience that I have the courage to love myself and love all just because I am love. And this beautiful picture of this little child passing a window and seeing himself and giving himself a kiss. And so today, can I just love who I am and share that with the world? And it does take courage, and you have the courage today, and you will practice this, and collectively we'll practice this today. So thank you. Thank you. Any questions before Brother Mirko closes for today? Okay, so no questions. So we'll invite Brother Mirko to close up today. Thank you.
Thank you, Raksha, for a beautiful presentation. I myself had a good insight and actually deeper realization. And that realization is that if I really taken anything from today, I've realized that most important relationship is to learn. If I did not have or didn't know how, the most important relationship is to have a relationship with myself before any other relationship. We are taught, how to have many other, but the most important, I would say, if I master that, all the other relationships will come into place. And I would just took the word from meditation was a question, what can I do today? So what can I do to make a difference for myself? I would add it up there, learning how to relate to myself if I don't have it. And second, for others, for the world, for the universe. So what can I do to make a difference? And I'm sure that you all carry, will leave you with some tools. You don't, for these tools, you don't need to have a toolbox. Yeah, you can have it up. And that tools, I call them tools of life. What was today? Courage, love, enthusiasm, lightness, and so these values are tools of life which can help you to navigate yourself and sail very smoothly through a day and for the rest of your life. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I see a nice comment by Sister Maseke. And Maseke says, thank you very much. I am on my way to becoming a great garden, and I will definitely literally kiss myself in the mirror today. Wonderful. That was a beautiful image. Thank you. Okay, I think Brother Mirko, if you wanted to share the sessions for today or the week, Danielle will project that just to bring a close to the session.
Yes, just give me a sec. For today and for the week.
Projected on, yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Today, oh, you've got it already projected. Oh, wonderful, Daniel. Thank you very much. So today, 7 o'clock, we're starting with a basic or a foundation Raja Yoga meditation course, which you can all the details read on it here. And then tomorrow at 7 o'clock, we have this meditation session, which is usually, as far as I know, I didn't read this one. I waited for the day when it comes, and which is the based meditation, half an hour, a diamond-like life. And I don't know, then we have on Thursday, I'm just trying to find if, Daniel, if you will project that, or we leave it as at that for now. And maybe tomorrow we'll share the rest. Thank you and goodbye.
Yes, thank you. So do pass it on if any friends want to begin the meditation course. We're starting that today at 7 o'clock.